next person didn't make me, no friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification.
I don't see how one can just sit there and just not say anything. She ain't giving no, right, huh? She ain't giving no ad-libs. She ain't giving no nothing. She's not like agreeing with him, disagreeing with him. She's just a fucking mute. Just like, it's like he said, look, you ain't got to say shit. Do not say nothing when we get on this camera. Let me do all the talking. And she was just like, you don't want me to say nothing? I don't want you to say shit. Just sit there. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold this arm, and we gonna get through this, boo boo. And we're gonna start off with this because a lot of people may not know who Derrick Jaxn is. Derrick Jaxn was a relationship guru a couple of years ago. He was at the height of his YouTube career, his podcast career, and his motivational speaking career. And he bedazzled a lot of women, especially black women. And he just said exactly what black women wanted to hear. You know, he catered to them. He pandered to them. He shitted on, men. And, he made it seem as if all men were just dirty dogs. And a lot of women fell for his little antics. A lot of women fed right into it. I don't even know if they really believed it, but they like getting talked to like that. They like getting lied to. They like getting, just bedazzled and to the point where, it just starts to look like, it starts to look like a parody. He started to look like a parody of himself, and even when he was given this information, it's like you can see that this guy was just bullshitting. You guys ever talk to those people who, really don't believe their own hype, and they're just talking, and you're sitting there like, this motherfucker do not believe nothing he's saying right now. Now, the thing about it is, everything he said was true, though. Everything he said about a man being toxic or toxicity is true. And that's where, it gets a little gray, because a lot of people out here on YouTube, on Twitter, Instagram, social media, what they do is use the truth and weaponize the truth. It's easy to weaponize a truth. You can take a truth and make it good or bad for you, and whatever your agenda is, you can take that and just catapult it into stardom and fame like Mr. Jaxn did. But I say this a lot. I say, look, all good things must come to an end. All bullshit must come to an end. And his came to an end when, he started getting called out by the women that he was bedazzling, by the women that he was womanizing behind the scene. And, he was married to this lovely lady all that time, and he was basically a toxic individual for this woman. A lot of people would like to call him a perfect example of toxic masculinity, where, if you guys know me and you guys know my channel, I don't attest to toxic masculinity, the word, the phrase. I don't. It is either you're masculine or you're not. Okay? So, that's a little backstory of who Mr. Jaxn is. Now, once these women started, coming out of the woodwork on him and telling the public about who he was, he had to do some damage control. So what happened is he propped his wife up there, put her in that that sweater and that hat or whatever, what the fuck that is, and he made a plea trying to salvage his career by, just coming clean. And even in coming clean, he was still giving you the he was still giving you the theatrics, you guys, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So without further ado, we're going to start with this video, and then we're going to get into her interview. We're not going to play that whole interview. It's like an hour and some change, but we're going to skip through it and pick out the parts that we want to dissect, okay? But we're going to watch this whole thing. Let's go.
Today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae. What's going on, guys? Derrick Jaxn here, and today I am joined by my lovely wife, Danae. And we just wanted to address a couple of things. We understand that some of you may have already heard, maybe not, that this chapter of our marriage is one that was preceded by a marriage that I completely failed. And I would say it just started around August, maybe September of last year. But, a lot has been said already about what was the cause and all that other stuff. Some of it is true. Some of it is completely false. But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some in terms of like just chatting or checking on people or being checked on by people that I've had a previous encounter with, but without my wife's knowledge of it.
I mean, I'm going to tell you why this is theatrics and he's just playing his character. I'm going to tell you guys, look, when I first came upon YouTube, I did not know how to speak. I did not know, I said a bunch of ums. I still it, but I used to pause and, I had to learn how to get this, whatever you guys see me as today, I had to learn that, the inflection, the passion, the talking with my hands and keeping you engaged and everything, right? I had to learn that. And he had to learn how to speak publicly. But he couldn't turn that off and show empathy or sympathy whilst he's doing this. Because he has no empathy, he has no sympathy for this lady. So he's still just being a character, being Derrick Jaxn instead of being Derrick Jaxn. You see what I mean? Husband to this woman. So he is not even like, the man is disassociating himself from the feeling. He's just saying exactly what he did to get this over with, and in a theatrical way, in a presentational type way. And that's what you guys are seeing right now. And I see, and I wonder why women even, took on to this, because y'all swear up and down that y'all can point out bullshit a mile away, but y'all did not see this man. I seen it like I did. How didn't y'all see this?
With us having a sexual history, all of it falls under the umbrella of inappropriate, cheating, affair, stepping out, definitely not in alignment with the vows that I took, and definitely not in alignment with the biblical standard of what it means to be faithful, which is the standard that I'm going by now. Now, I'm saying this publicly, not because I'm, married to you guys. First and foremost, I'm accountable to God.
And see, the subconscious is always going to veer its ugly head. See, when you're talking, your subconscious is talking too. He is literally just telling you what he's doing. He just said, look, I'm not doing this because I'm married to you guys and I got to, answer to you guys. No, yes, you are. That is your whole premise of doing this video, sir. That is your whole premise of doing the video for your fans, so you can get a look, bro. If that was happening, you should have left that behind the scenes with your wife. You see what I mean? Y'all should have been upstairs talking this out. You did not have to go on camera to explain to people about this. You know what I mean? And then put your wife in a vulnerable position right there. Like, that is the narcissistic tendencies that this man have. The thing is, if you was going to go to the public, do it by yourself, bro. Get up on that camera and face the fire by yourself. Why would you put your wife right there with you, so she can start just looking all. I mean, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Peace to the gods is in the building. He said, "Thank God, these fools divorced." Yes. Dang.
I have to be accountable to my wife, in which we've already had this conversation. I've already told her literally everything. I've given her basically a roll call list. If I've said hello to a woman in the last 12 years of me knowing her, she knows about it. But now that it's been made so public, it's important that I first off let you guys know I do not stand by those actions. I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. And then secondly,
I'm going to tell you guys, a man just don't turn over a new leaf like that. Nobody just turns over a new leaf like that. It is hard work and determination and years and years and years of trying to, atone for who you are. You know what I mean? And understand who you are. You feel me? You get caught, right? And all of these women saying all of this shit. Just last week you was with a chick. Just last week you was with somebody. And now you got caught this week. Now you like, you know what? This is all wrong. This is just all wrong. And I do not even think those thoughts anymore. You're a goddamn lie. And whoever told, and women out there, if your man tell you that he changed in a week or two, I'm trying to tell you he didn't. Okay? And I'm keeping it real. And I'm just keeping it 100 a buck. If you believe it, that's on you, shorty.
I know that I cannot build a platform preaching certain things, preaching against certain things, and then in my real life live contrary to that for any amount of time.
But you did. I mean, like, what are you saying? Like, you did do that. That's what you did do. That's like me sitting up here, telling you guys not to date single mothers. Just don't date them, man. And then y'all see me with a single mother. Like, well, I did marry a single mother, but I told you guys how that came about. But if I'm just, say me and my wife get a divorce and, I'm just sitting up here and I'm like, don't you date these single mothers? These single mothers ain't no good. But y'all literally just see me all the time with single mothers. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this one a unicorn too. Nah, man, I only got one unicorn. That's my wife. But at the end of the day, I understand that you can fall off and preach something and still do it. But this man was just he was willy-nilly with it. And he didn't give a fuck. And, for him to say I'm all, healed up now, that's bullshit.
Or any length of time to any extent and think that I can't be held accountable. The same way that I preach, men and women.
And let's do a roll call in here, people. Please tell me where you are from. I did a tab earlier. On the community tab, I asked everybody where they from. I'm trying to get an idea of where my audience is from, So please make sure that y'all go in the chat room and let me know, city or state. Just let me know where you're from, people, and hit that like button. We're going to have some fun today. And on top of that, I'm going to invite you guys up to talk if you want to talk, man. I am not ever going to hog the mic here. But there you go. Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, that's what's up. The UK, another one in UK. What up, man? I might be blowing up in Europe right now, man. That's what's up, man.
Women in this situation need to face consequences of their actions, deserve to be held accountable. Guess what? Derrick Jaxn's no exemption. He's not exempt from that. I'm also not a victim. Nobody made me do this. She didn't make me or push me to do it.
Like, he turned his wife into a meme. You know what I mean? Like, look at Shorty. Like, do y'all, and I'm asking you guys, do y'all feel sorry for her? Like, I put it in my title. I said, do I feel sorry for her? And you guys are gonna know what I feel. But do you feel sorry for her? Like, she's sitting there like, I do not fucking want to be here. I told this. He is bullshitting, man. Like, her face. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Facial expressions says it all. I'm going to be watching WWE's Night of Champions when I get off of this, because they in Saudi Arabia, and they did a show at 12 o'clock today. I got off work at 6 o'clock. I was like, man, I ain't gonna make that. You know what I mean? Because I got to get up here and holler at my peoples, right? So Roman Reigns is the biggest star in wrestling, man. And his facial expressions are off the chain. Like, he needs an Oscar. His face just needs an Oscar. That just I mean, he emotes. And what she is doing right now, man, oh my God. She is trying. She's trying to, you know, be, and she just like, this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit, man. Connie Steph says, this is the funniest video ever. They both should have got an Oscar. Yes, yeah, I mean, I don't know what prompted him to just have her like, yeah, that's what we do. Like, thank you for that comment.
The next person didn't make me, no friend influenced me. It don't matter how I was raised and what trauma, whatever. Look, I made decisions. I made a series of decisions that I got to account for. There's no excuse or justification.
I don't see how one can just sit there and just not say anything. She ain't giving no, right, huh? She ain't getting no ad-lib. She ain't giving no nothing. She's not like agreeing with him, disagreeing with him. She's just a fucking mute. Just like, it's like he said, look, you ain't got to say shit. Do not say nothing when we get on this camera. Let me do all the talking. And she was just like, you don't want me to say nothing? I don't want you to say shit. Just sit there. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna hold this arm, and we gonna get through this, boo boo.
I've already made that bed and have had to lie in it. And now we're finally getting on to the other side, personally, in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys, so we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Like, he is so disconnected from this woman. It's like, I got my shit off. Oh, you want to say something? Go ahead. I'm done. I done put my little 2 cents in it. Oh, man. Woo. They said a body language expert said he was actually stroking his own hand. Like, yeah, I'm killing it out here. I'm fucking killing it. Like, oh, you wanted to say something? Like, look how he turned to her. Like, oh, you wanted to say something?
Finally getting on to the other side, personally, in our own healing, in our own marital oneness. And now this is being made public to you guys, so we're bringing that forth to you guys to let you know where we're at with that. But did you want to say anything?
Yes, so I do want to just add that I agree with what he just said. There is,
when you come straight out the break, yeah, I just want to let everybody know I agree with everything he just said. Like, come on, like you that sound like it's some brainwash and shit. Like, look, stick to the motherfucking script, okay? Don't you veer off and start talking about some other shit. I don't mean to be laughing at this job, but it is so fucking funny. This is so fun. Man, Jason Grady said, I'm fixed now. I am trying to be serious here because I wanna conduct a serious show, you guys. But goddamn, man, Hey, this is not a Pookie podcast. We are not Pookies here. We are real men, and we are trying to take back the throne of masculinity and the rightful throne of masculinity. And this guy, I mean, he is like super Pookie. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like intelligent Pookie, AI Pookie.
Their justification for bringing other women into our marriage on any level. And it was unacceptable, and it's not something that I tolerate or that we tolerate moving forward. And when I've been flooded again with messages and these things and about, I need to leave or why haven't I left? And the answer is, when I found out about it, I left. I did not hesitate or waste time to do so. And I stayed gone no matter how many times he came.
Should have left that sweater and that goddamn Jiffy Pop bag on your head upstairs. That's what you should have left. Shout out Tommy Sotomayor. I did not coin Jiffy Pop bag. He did.
I stayed gone and stood firm on I am not coming back. And I did not come back until...
Look at his face. He's like, all right. She's stay on point. Stay on point. Stay on point. Up, you're fucking up. All right, get back to it. All right. Oh, girl, don't start talking about you left. I ain't tell you to tell these people you left me, because you ain't go no goddamn way. Stop making up your own shit now. Like, that is what I see in his face.
Till I seen a shift and a change in his mentality and how he carried himself and how he presented himself and conversations that we were able to have that we had never been able to have in just 12 years of knowing each other. And when we were able to have these dialogues, said, okay, Lord, this is something that you've had your hand on. And this was with me being completely removed from his life. And him pursuing God, continuing to pursue God, and continuing to eliminate these things that led up to the catastrophe that you guys are seeing for the first time. So there's nothing out there right now that is information that I don't already know about.
And we all know that's a goddamn lie, because the next video we're going to see is she's going to be breaking a lot of shit down.
Haven't known about. And so this is not something that is new. We have moved forward from it. We have gotten counsel for it and continue to do so. He is still continuing to pursue God and continuing to seek guidance.
I'm a God-fearing man. I mean, it's all about God. God is just, boy, I do not ever want to be God. I swear, God got the hardest job ever, because he know that you bullshitting and you coming to him. Like, he know you bullshitting. Like, he know that you bullshitting and you like, God, I just need you in my life right now. And he know exactly what you gonna do as well. And I'm not even a Christian. I don't have a religion. I'm an agnostic, but I'm just saying, like, I would hate to be this entity that everybody prays to.
Wise counsel from men of God, and that is what I needed for the continuation of me being present and in this marriage and to stand by his side. So today, where I'm at is at peace, and I proudly stand by his side, and I have no hesitation, I have no hurt, no shame about that, and it's only because of the grace of God.
I really don't understand the God aspect of things, man. People are going to do what they want to do, and when they do it, they always either, that's why I don't sign on to the God theory or God thing, because anything that you do, it's like, I'm sorry, you guys. I was reading something. Anything that you do, you can just blame God or blame the devil. You know what I mean? Where you just take full accountability away from yourself. You know what I mean? Like, he's finding God now. No, He knew what he was doing. You know, at the end of the day, men know what they're doing. Women, just like women know what they're doing when they're having sex with these dudes and having their babies. They know exactly what type of dude these dudes are. And I hate when they be trying to, oh, I didn't know. Look, we live in the age of social media like shit right now. And you can find everything that man done in 3 minutes. And they act like, you know, these guys, like, I don't believe for a hot second that Shorty didn't know what was going on with this guy. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think she just didn't know. I don't think that. And, you know, for her to just be like, you know, it's fine when I found out. No, you been new. Come on, man.